Extremely weird pirate traditions you didn't know about. Part 1. Today we will see another facet of pirates because believe it or not there is much more to them than just robberies, murders and excesses. You will learn that they had their human side, they loved, feared and sought to give meaning to their existence. You will also discover that many of the things that are believed to be true about pirates are just myths. If you stick around to the end of this video, we'll tell you why pirates are believed to be socially ahead of their time. Are you ready to learn the extremely weird pirate traditions you probably didn't know about? Before we dive deep, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications. Number 1. The red flag alerted danger. Imagine you are a crew member of a ship, and in the distance you start to see a black flag whose symbol is a skull. What would you think if your first thought was that there were pirates aboard the ship? You are right. If you think your life is in danger, you are wrong. In reality, this flag meant that these pirates were taking prisoners and were willing to negotiate the ransom. Now, if instead of a black flag, there was a red flag, the best thing to do was to turn around. The red flag was a banner used by pirates, who were not willing to take hostages and their only purpose was to fight. Often when a pirate ship was stalked by another whose flag was red, the crew members of the ship in danger preferred to change sides. Number 2. Bartender on board. Pirates made the best of any situation that came their way. An example of this was their signature drink. To create it they used a mixture of water and rum. The rum was added to the water to purify it. This combination was created by sailors of the British fleet some centuries ago, because they received a small equivalent portion of rum every day. The pirates supplemented the mixture with lemon juice to kill scurvy. They also added sugar to improve the taste. They drank it daily, maybe that was their best secret. Number 3. Pirates were not only men. The pirate life was not exclusive to men because there were also women who dedicated their lives to searching for treasures while sailing the high seas. Some of them hid their identity by disguising themselves as men. However, others openly showed themselves as women. In either case, they carried out the same activities as their companions and enjoyed the same bloodthirsty and dangerous reputation. Number 4. Not all pirates were so bad. Pirates also had a life outside the sea, and in some cases it was quite different. It is perhaps a little hard to imagine a pirate not stealing, killing and engaging in excess. However, they were not all as bad as we think of them today. In fact, while at home, many were productive members of society and contributed positively to the development of their community. An example of this is Captain William Kidd, who, thanks to community work, became known as the Gentleman Pirate. Number 5. Pirates used to be fair among themselves. Contrary to what one might think, thanks to their fame as mercenaries and yellows, pirates were really democratic and equitable. It is believed that even if they were wounded in a battle, they were given a share of the booty as agreed upon. The booty was divided equally among the other members of the crew. Number 6. They searched for treasure but did not bury it. Pirates did not bury their treasure as is commonly believed. Most of their valuables were stolen and usually consisted of food, weapons and alcohol, so if they buried them, they were of little use to them. When they had money they preferred to spend it on getting more alcohol, so they didn't have enough left to hide it underground. Another factor that made it impractical to bury their treasures was that the pirates' lives were not exactly long. Therefore, they preferred to enjoy everything they had obtained. However, every rule has its exception. In this case, the exception is named William. This pirate did bury his treasure, but far from doing him good, It was the proof that corroborated his condition, and thanks to this he was condemned. Number 7. Their earrings assured them more than just a big lot. One of the most emblematic aspects of pirates is their appearance, especially their earrings. However, these were not intended to make them look cool and interesting, but were a kind of life insurance. This is because when they died they guaranteed them a proper funeral. Regardless of whether their earrings were made of gold or silver, they could be melted down, and that would pay for the cost of their funeral. For the pirates it was very important to be buried, because even though they had lived on the water most of their lives, they did not want to face death at the bottom of the sea. Such was their fear of remaining in the depths of the ocean eternally that some engraved the name of their hometown on their earrings, so that when they died, their bodies would be returned to it and given a proper burial. Number 8. The use of earrings ensured good hearing. The characteristic earrings of the pirates had a double function. Apart from guaranteeing them a good farewell from this earthly world, they also prevented them from losing their sense of hearing. Cannons were weapons commonly used in battles. Pirates were constantly exposed to the deafening roar produced by them. For this reason, wax balls hung from their earrings and were inserted into their ears when firing these artifacts, thus protecting their ears. Number 9. They killed in a peculiar way. The most common image of death at the hands of a pirate is that of the victim walking along the plank of the ship about to be thrown into the ocean. However, there is evidence that this was used as a method of psychological torture and not the way they killed their prisoners. The method they did use to kill is known as the garden, which could be translated as keel dragging. This method consisted of tying the prisoner with a rope and pulling him over the side of the ship. He was then dragged under the keel until he was pulled out the other side. If even after this atrocity the victim managed to survive, the prisoner was drowned. Now that you know more about pirates, tell us if your opinion is still the same in the comments section. We hope you found this video useful. If you have anything to add, please share it with us. Like this video and send the link to your family and best friends so they also know more about the unknown traditions of pirates. If you are new to our channel, don't forget to subscribe. We'll be back soon with more curiosities from history.